sure that everyone can see it. So I can type in notebook dividers. I'm gonna put images in front of that. Okay, so you can see it can pull up several different types of notebook dividers here. So I'm scrolling through and I'm going to pick, I think I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to right click, copy image, and then I'm going to go back to my presentation. Go back to it. Okay, can everyone see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to view and master. And I'm going to get a blank slide. I'm just going to delete this little text box for convenience sake. And then I'm going to do Control V to paste it. And then I'm just going to expand it. I made it too big. So let me bring it in some. Now to trim, I can just double click while it's selected. And you see this whole little black bar that surrounds the image. That's your cropping tool. So I can click on this bar in the center and drag it in. And I'm gonna cut off these little tabs here because I'm gonna insert my own. Okay, and I can click outside, anywhere outside of it. And let me trim that a little bit more because I don't wanna see any. There we go. All right, so now we can drag it a little bit more, and that's how I created my divider. Now, sometimes you can get different coloring options. So you can go up here while it's selected and click on Format Options. Click on Recolor and see what your recoloring options are. So here I have a basic manila folder type of color. And that's how I did it. So that's if you want to insert a divider that looks something similar to this. Okay? Now to review inserting the tabs, you can do Insert, and you're going to do Shape. And I'm going to click on this shape right here because it looks close to a tab. And I'm going to rotate it to vertical position, make sure it shows 90 degrees. And I'm going to go ahead and drag it on top. Okay. And I can recolor it and I can duplicate it. So when I want to recolor, I just click on the paint bucket, change the color, and while it's selected, I can duplicate it by hitting Control D as in David, however many times I want a tab. So this is just for basic review. Now let me select all of these and move them up. And I'm going to change the color of each one of these. Purple and blue. All right, so that was for review for those who didn't join us last time. And then you can insert your text boxes on top of your tabs, and that will identify each section of your notebook. And why are we creating this in the master view? This is to prohibit your students from being able to alter or adjust or change anything that you want to have locked in, okay? So you create that in your master view. And then you can always pull up these templates by going to the plus sign on the far left, go to the drop down arrow, and it should pull up all of the different images or your slides that you created in the master view. Okay, so any questions? Everybody should be at this point. Now, one thing I want to emphasize is that you do have a choice when you're inserting your links. I know that sometimes when people are working in the slide view, they want to be able to manipulate between slides without having to go and scroll and want to use their tabs. So I'm going to suggest that you put your links in slide view versus master view. I know last time I said you can put them in master view so the students wouldn't be able to alter them, but I don't think they're really going to mess with them. And this way, when they're working in their notebook, they can press on their tabs in slide view and go to that particular section, as well as when you're going through their notebook, you can do that. So when you're inserting your tab, you want to insert the same shape as the tab. So you go to insert shape, and then you go to the same little image, make it about the size of your tab, and then you drag it over so it covers. You make it transparent, so you're going to click on the fill color and select transparent and make your border color, which is the next tool next to the paint bucket, looks like a pencil. Click transparent. And then while it's selected, you're going to do insert, link, slides in this presentation. And you're going to select slide 2 because that's my second slide. Click apply. And now I have my link set. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to everyone secure your links from last class.
Yes, and you're referencing the links to the
Tab.
tabs. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So that's how you would insert your links for your tabs. And I went ahead and secured all of my links for my tabs here. Now I do want to point out something extra that I did, which is your preference. You'll notice, let me present. On the bell ringer divider, you see how I brought this tab to front so it'll look more authentic when they're on this actual divider, that this is the actual tab on top of the divider and the rest of them are arranged behind. So it gives it a little bit more authentic look, but that's your preference. You do not have to do that. But I did that for all of my tabs. So vocab, notes, classwork, homework. And then you can copy and paste a go to cover button on all of them to go back to your cover. So let me show you how to do that. So when you want to create a button, you can do it with a shape or a text box. I'm just going to do it with the text. You can put go to cover. I'm going to make this larger font, of course, so we can see it. Bold it. I'm going to make my border color black, and I can make it thicker right next to that pencil tool. It has border weight. I'm going to select 3. So that makes it a little heavier so you can see it. Shrink this in. And then I'm going to insert a shape over it. So shape. I'm going to go to my rectangle here. I'm going to make that color, fill color, transparent. And my border color transparent. Okay. So now while it's selected, I'm going to go ahead, insert, link. And we're going to go to slides in this presentation. I'm gonna need to, let me move this up so I can get to it because it's all the way down at the bottom. And then I'll drag it back down. So insert, link, slides in this presentation, and we'll go to the first slide because that's my cover. First slide and click apply. And then you can just drag it. And now you have an active button that you can click on. So let's present it just to check. Yes, it works. Okay. So I'm going to pause for a second. Anyone have questions on tabs, links, and buttons so far? This was just a recap.
No.
No, everyone's good? Okay, great. All right, so let's get into the meat of things, and we're going to create some template pages. So I'm going to go back to my master view. So you click on view and master. And I want to create a new template page. So let's just say, I know Ms. Gatson had asked about making a template page with notebook paper. So I'm going to check in here before I go to Google. So you can do insert, image, and you can do search the web. Here I'm going to type in transparent. Well, I don't want to do this caps. Transparent notebook paper. Okay, you see your different options here, right? I'm going to use this one. And I can drag it over to my slide. Is everybody still with me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Now click on the corner and you can drag it to fit your slide. And now you have a sheet of notebook paper. So up here, you can put a header on here. Let's say we want to put, I'm going to put a shape. Or if you just want blank notebook paper, you can leave it as it is. But I'm going to put a header on here. I'm going to put please click below to insert your notes. Be sure to enter today's date and topic. Okay, I'm gonna make this bigger. So this text that I'm entering in the master view is fixed. They cannot delete it or move it or anything. Okay, I'm even gonna put a little fill color in it so it stands out. Okay. Now, I'm gonna insert a placeholder for them to type. So you go back to the text box image here, click on the drop down arrow, and I'm gonna put body text placeholder. And I'm just gonna click and drag it over.
Ms. Price, you just read my mind. Thank you.
Okay. But you know what? It's putting in these bullets. So let me just put, let me delete this. I wonder what subtitle will look like. I don't necessarily want a title. Yeah, there we go. So, and you can make it for the full length of the paper. If not, while they're typing, they can always expand it. I'll go ahead and make it for the full length. Now we have a template page. Everybody still with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to close out my master view. And let's say I want to go to my notes section. I want to insert a template page. I'm going to click in between notes and classwork because I want it to fall under the notes section, correct? And I go up here to the top left where the plus sign is located, and you click on that drop down menu, and you see your template here for your notes. You can insert that. So now you can click here and put, you know, September 1st, 2020. And the topic is digital notebooks. Creation. Development. Let me put development. That sounds better. Okay. Everyone see how that works?
Yes, ma'am.
Now you don't necessarily have to put this little instructional text right here. That's just something extra I did. Like I said, the great thing about digital notebooks is you can make them as custom as you need to. Whatever fits your preference. You guys are quiet today. Everyone okay?
Been a long day.
I
I
understand.
was thinking the same thing.
It's been a long day.
Okay, well, I'm not going to take up too much of your time today, so you can get some of your time back. All right. So questions on this template page?
No, ma'am.
Great. All right, now I'm going to create another template page, and these are just some options for vocab. So I'm going to go back to my view master. And I'm just going to duplicate this page so I can just alter it. I don't have to keep. I'm going to delete everything on here. All right, so now I have a blank slide. I want to insert this time. I think I just want to put some instructions for vocab, and then I'm going to insert my table in the slide view. So let me get a nice shape to put at the top, something different. Maybe I'll choose this one. Just to have a different look. And you can click on your shape and type too, as you can see. So I'm gonna put vocabulary. I'm gonna put key vocabulary. Complete the table below with your key vocabulary terms, definitions, and examples where applicable. Okay, so now I'm going to make this bigger. I'm going to bold this. You all can be trying on your own if you like. Underline. Make this italic. Bold it. And I'm going to change my fill color of my shape. There we go. All right. So now I have my basic shell for my key vocabulary template page. I want to insert a table. I think I can go ahead and do that. Let's see, make sure they can type on it. So insert table. I'm going to do a 3x3. Maybe I'll do a 3x5. Okay, now you can click and drag and make it whatever the width you want. If you want to put some column headers there. I'm going to put vocabulary term. Definition. And examples. Okay, let's drag this out. Make it a little too wide. Okay, let's make this a little bigger. Make that 20. Make them all 20. Okay, I'll go ahead and underline them too. I'm gonna make it so wide here. Let me bring that in some. So let me bring that up. Okay. So now we've created a template for your key vocabulary. Let's just make sure that we can type in the table. If not, I'm going to delete it and put it in the slide view, but I'm pretty sure we can. Let me double check. So I'm going to go to my vocab section. I'm going to click in between these two dividers and I'm going to insert my template. No, I can't. All right. So you're going to have to put your table in the slide view. All right. So it's a quick fix. Let's go back to my master and delete it. Okay. And I'm going to go. Whatever I do in the master is already going to be reflected here. So I'm just going to insert my table here. And I'm going to do a 3. I'm going to do more this time. I'm going to do a 3 by 10. Make this a little bigger. And make it wider. Vocabulary term. Definition. And examples. Let's see if I can highlight all these. And make it 20. Bold. Underline. Okay. So now they should be able to type in. Okay, we can put template, image, etc., etc. They should be able to type in. So any questions there?
No, ma'am.
Okay, y'all are easy today. Okay. All righty. So now I have another template page. Let's see, what other types of templates do we want to create?
Maybe Freyr's model, Miss Price. Freyr's model.
Okay, can you say it one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Freyr's model.
Oh, Freyer model.
Freyer's model. Yeah,
Yep.
Freyer model.
Okay, yes. Okay, I actually did that for my class today. So let's go out here. I actually have a Freyer model already done. But let's go to our images here and see if we can find one. Blank Freyer model. You can create your own, but I'm going to cheat a little bit and try to get me one. All right, here's one. Let's see. How clear is it? So I'm going to copy my image. Can you all see where I am?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Make sure. So you can right click on the image, do copy image. Okay, then you can go back to your presentation. I'm going to go to view and I'm going to do master. I'm just going to duplicate my page so I can edit. I'm going to delete this. Oops. Delete. All right. Now I'm going to do Control V as in Victor to paste. And I'm going to put that here. I'm going to double click to get rid of the little extra space. Oops. Undo. Control V. I didn't too far. And pull this up a little bit. Looks like I came down too far. Alrighty. And I'm going to click outside. So now my Frayer model is here. Let's see, do I want to make it a little bigger? I don't want to lose too much of its shape. Cool. Make it a little wider. Okay, now I'm gonna insert some placeholders here so they can type. And I just did Control D as in David to duplicate. Okay. Now these are some placeholders here. They can click and type, or I could have left these blank and they can insert their own text boxes as well. Okay. So then if you want to put a title here, and put Frayer model, where? Text box. Frayer model. Complete. The Frayer model below. Already listed. Okay, so I'm going to have that as my instructions, and then I'm going to put a placeholder there so you can insert whatever the term is. So all of this stuff that I am doing in the master view cannot be altered. And I'm just going to highlight it with a color. Frayer model. I'll bold it, underline it so it stands out. Then I'm going to put a little placeholder here. Put a title placeholder here. And I'm just going to put there. All right. So this is my template. I'm going to close this out. And I'm going to go over here. I didn't have graphic organizer, but I can put it under notes. So I can insert, I want it to be the second page in my notes section. Or if you want to put it under vocab, wherever you want to put it, you can click on your drop down, go to your Frayer model, and it inserts it. So now here, term is congruency. Okay, so then they would click here and put congruency. They can center it or whatever, and then click on here to do their typing and editing. Okay. Now, say for instance, they wanted to insert some images, they could just click and delete. I think they can delete it. No, they can't. But they can copy the image and paste it in here in this placeholder. So let's try that. So say they want to insert an image, search the web. Let's say we're looking for triangle. And they wanted to insert a triangle. I'm going to insert. I can just, actually, let me copy it. Copy. And then I want to paste it inside the holder there. No, I can just drag it here over this little title here. It won't show, I don't think. You can also delete the text so it won't show. And then it should go in the spot there. So you might want to keep that space blank so they can insert images or insert text. Because we don't want that. Let's do present. We don't want that script to show. Well, it's not. It's showing. Okay. So yeah, you should be fine. There's your Fourier model. Okay. I'm a little concerned. Everyone's so quiet. All righty. So that's how you create your template pages. You can also do interactive activities that you want to insert, like click and drags, but that's a whole separate PD. But I can show you how to create those so then you can insert them in your notebooks.
For my class, I would like to be able to do a click and drag, like it might be matching, picture match in my class.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So I definitely can help you with that.
When you tutor Powell, tutor Kennedy at the same time.
Oh, sure. Not a problem, not a problem. And then I was going to offer, if somebody still wanted to do some one-on-ones with me, just shoot me an email and then we can get it scheduled because I'm here to help. Okay?
Yeah, Miss Price, I need 101.
Okay. Dr. Miyad. Gotcha.
Right.
Okay. So we're going to move on. So good. So we have our cover, we have our tabs, we got our links to our dividers, and we know that anything we create in the master cannot be altered. Okay? So anything you want fixed and you don't want the students to be able to change, you create it in the master view. Okay? All righty. Let's go back to our agenda. So digital notebook management. You might ask, how will I incorporate this in my instructions? So there are many ways to do this. And basically each page is separate, so it acts like the real notebook. So you can use it to set your own pace, use it to support individual lessons or entire units. You can, or the whole semester, however you want to utilize it. You can use it to expand lessons and learning through hyperlinks. So you can insert hyperlinks to different websites, videos, documents. You can insert different hyperlinks that way. Slide presentations, forms, different multimedia documents. It can be used to serve as a record of learning that can be used to assess students, assign specific tasks where the student copies and pastes the slides from an assignment. Now we're trying to do a request so we can get the slip and slide, so we can use that to insert the slides and the resources to each notebook without having the students to copy and paste. So I'll keep you posted on that. And then you can always assign different times for notebook check, to check for completed tasks. And that way you can also see if the students are keeping up with all of the assignments and with the pace of the instruction. And it's a great archive of student learning and teacher instruction. So you can have that archive tool there. So Q&A time. Who has questions?
You have very good classroom, digital classroom.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, I love your digital classroom.
Thank you.
She switched it up from last time, y'all. So she gave us a different view of it.
Yeah, this is a
She
different view of the classroom.
she is on it.
This is my actual classroom at Mount Zion that I was in, and I took a picture of it and cartoonized it. So I already had a picture of the classroom, and I went and cartoonized it so it would fit with my Bitmoji. So
It looks nice.
if you have a picture of your classroom, you can cartoonize that picture and use it as your background for your classroom, and then just insert different Bitmojis or different pieces of furniture or however you want to customize it. And then of course the question mark is the link from the Jiffy site, jiffy.com.
And that's Miss OB in the back, y'all.
Yeah, that's Miss O'Bannon right there working hard. She couldn't join us today, but I'm gonna have to tell her she got a shout out.
Yes, that's Miss OB.
Okay, so any questions on what I covered today?
Oh, ma'am.
All right.
It was good.
Excellent. Okay, well, I'm gonna close it on out. I'm gonna pull up my survey. So you can scan the QR code or you can go to the website here. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Go ahead and copy this link. Trying to get to it. There it is. All right. Copy. Chat. All righty. So here is the link in the chat. If you could kindly complete the survey for me. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know it's been a long day. I know some of you all have to get your grades done. I'm gonna play a little jazz music.
When I click the link and it is telling and it needs permission.
Are you in your Clayton County
Yes, ma'am.
account?
Yes.
Verify on your Google account, Dr. Mihot, because I
Are you in
clicked it
your
and it
Clayton
worked.
County account?
Yes, Miss Price.
Didn't you have this problem last time, I think?
Yeah.
Did you try to scan the QR code with your phone?
Where is that?
Right here.
All right.
If you put your phone to camera and hold the camera close to the screen, it'll pick up the QR code. At least it should, I think. I can email it to you right quick too if you.
Yeah, I think I got. Yeah, here also it is saying you need permission.
Okay, I'll email it to you then. Anybody else having that problem?
Thanks, Miss Price.
Thank you. Let me stop sharing. I'm going to email it to you. Okay, Dr. Mihot, you still here?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I just sent it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a good rest of the day.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Price.
You're welcome. Thank you.